Right, 11 December 2023, and today is yet another critical day as we continue to go through one of the most important periods in the history of Zimbabwe. And here I'm talking about history in the making. I've been telling you this since August, that the period that we're in, it's a season that you will remember forever. The things that are just about to happen in Zimbabwe, you've never seen them before. And you have seen what has happened over the past few months. The things that have happened in Zimbabwe, you have never seen them before. And we are yet to see some of the most unexpected developments in our country. And this is going to happen right in front of our eyes. And we're very, very lucky. And some of us are very, very unlucky to be in this period. So I want to unpack what has happened today and what's going to happen tomorrow quickly. And then I want to go to bed. So what has happened is that Nelson Chamisa, I've obviously been looking to talk to him in person because I'm not happy with just hearing from other people. And unfortunately, that has not been possible today. I hope that tomorrow I'll be able to talk to him. But there's been a tweet from Nelson Chamisa. And if you go to Gambako YouTube channel, you'll see what the tweet is about. However, I've managed to establish that tomorrow there will be a critical decision to be made by the CCC, and that decision is going to be announced at a press conference tomorrow or through a press statement. So, as you know, the party CCC has been stolen. Chamisa no longer owns that party legally in court. That party has been given to Sengezo Chavangu. He now owns the party. He now owns the bank accounts. He now owns the people in parliament because he's got parliamentarians in there. So now there's only one CC, the one that is owned by Sengezo Chavangu officially. And so Chamisa has to make a decision. And the meeting that is going to be held tomorrow is going to announce the outcome or the decision that is going to be made. The specific decision that everyone is waiting for is to do with disengagement. And disengagement means the CCC would then say this thing that Mnangagwa is doing has got nothing to do with them. They get out of parliament, they get out of Senate, they get out of councils. This is what we're all waiting for. Every person in Zimbabwe today has been talking about that. That is what everyone is waiting for. So basically, that is it. There is a meeting tomorrow of the CCC, Citizen National Assembly. And during that meeting, that is when the announcement of the decision or the decision will be made and an announcement will be made thereafter. And if there's disengagement, as I said in the morning, this government won't last 3 days. If Chamisa does this and pulls out, we are in for one of the most unstable periods in Zimbabwe this week. Because obviously there'll be a backlash. ED will try this and he'll try that, but everything won't work. The only thing that Chamisa needs to do now is to make that critical decision and move out of all these things that ED is doing, which have got nothing to do with the legality, nothing to do with the rule of law. I don't know what ED is doing, but it's crazy. So I want to wrap this up. I'll come back in the morning and give you updates of what is happening in the newspapers. I'll also give you an update as soon as I know anything from the CCC guys. There is a critical decision to be made tomorrow, and we're all looking forward to it. Let's look at the comments. Darlington Chikombo says, "Who are you?" I'm Gambakwe. I don't know if you're asking another person, because what I realized, some of the comments they come, but they are directed at someone else. Then Edwin, pamwe kunyarara kwa Chamisa vakuita matalks na ED ndosaka timu ra ED risi kumunyomba these days. No, that's not the truth. Chamisa is not talking to ED. Take that from me. Chamisa right now, it would be crazy for Chamisa to talk to ED, who is taking his parliamentary seats. Guys, let's be serious. The talks with ED are dead. No such thing is going to happen. People will laugh at Chamisa if he talks to ED now. The only thing is to pressure him. You can't have a talk with someone who's just taken all your parliamentary seats. I don't know what that would be called. Then let's go to Sisi. Chamisa must disengage. Correct. Everyone wants Chamisa to leave. And then Crispin, right. That's good. Chamisa must so Chabangu Chimnyika Zanu or MDC Monzora. Chabangu is the most important person right now in Zimbabwe. You know why I'm saying that? When the history of Zimbabwe is written, Chabangu is going to be there. And what is going to happen is when people finally say, well, how did Mnangagwa's rule end? They'll point at Chabangu. What did Mnangagwa has done with Chabangu? If Chamisa does the right thing, you will see that ED won't survive up to Christmas. If Chamisa disengages 3 days, I'm telling you, ED's government will be down. Because internationally, everyone is watching what ED has done. But they're also watching what Chamisa is going to do. If Chamisa just leaves this thing like this, the international community will say Chamisa is happy with what's happening. But if everyone in CCC disengages from everything, help is on the way. You remember that thing that Chamisa did with the Twitter? Help is on the way. Then help will be on the way. No one is going to do anything for Chamisa if he just sits there and let his parliamentary seats go and then go to court where you know what is going to happen. That's why I'm saying tomorrow is critical. Today we know what has happened. What has happened? Tomorrow after that meeting, you are going to hear that announcement. And then next week, there is a nomination court. That nomination court should not happen. Because if it happens under Chabangu, then Chamisa's political career is over. That's what I want you guys to understand. We're in a critical period. Everything is going to happen before Monday. So by Monday next week, everything that I'm talking about will have happened. There is no extension because these are statutory limits, dates. There are dates there that are set. Nomination court, then election date. Everyone will be forced to make a decision. And once Chamisa disengages, he must be willing to take the next steps, which is to get out of Zimbabwe and to pressure ED from outside Zimbabwe. But I think ED will have already thought about that. And that's why I'm saying to you, I'm very, very worried about Chamisa's well-being. Because we need to see him standing on a podium speaking. Then we're all good. Right, that is it for today. I'll be back tomorrow morning as usual. Good night to you all. And please enjoy. The guys who have been trying to get hold of me, I get thousands of messages. If I haven't replied to you, I'm very sorry about that. But I'll have an opportunity over the weekend for us to talk. Thank you very much. And